Good morning. It's Monday, and it might be the last Monday for a while that I have time to make a book talk. So I definitely wanted to hit this last one and tell you about the books I read last week. This one, All Eyes on Us, mystery. There are a couple of things I really hate in a mystery. One of them is an unreliable narrator, which is someone you can't trust who tells the story. So you're not sure if the person telling the story knows the truth or is telling you the truth. I hate that. I hate that so much. Then the other thing I really hate is gaslighting, which is when someone is confiding in another person and saying, oh my gosh, this is going on. And the other person's like, but no, it's not. And in fact, the other person not only knows it's going on, but is often instigating it. Gaslighting, unreliable narrators. Right here. That's all I'm going to say. So, Getting Away with Murder is the story about Emmett Till. 1955, two white men kidnap Emmett from his uncle's house, murder him, go on trial. Spoiler alert, not only do they get away with murder, they get away with the kidnapping charges, which they freely admitted to in court. 1955, 2021, feels like some things just haven't changed. It was a good book. I actually did learn a lot. I know we don't talk about Emmett Till a lot, but his name belongs very much in that list of people who we say their names so we don't forget the atrocities. And because one of those books was bad and the other one was super heavy, I lightened up with some Bridgerton's books. So I actually finally did get to the end of the series, Book 7 and Book 8. So Book 7 is about the last sister, who is not actually the youngest one, but is the 7th one to be featured, her romance here. It was actually very good. I love the Bridgerton females. They're very smart and outspoken and, you know, strong, independent women back in the Regency era. Who knew, right? And the last book was about the last Bridgerton sibling, which is Gregory. He's a boy. And even though he's older than Hyacinth, he's expected to get married later because he's a boy. He doesn't have to get married as young or something. His story was actually very interesting in that instead of it was just, I love you, something happens, we can't get married, which it does in fact actually happen, it was actually a mystery sort of intrigue, why we can't get married kind of thing, which I did actually really enjoy. It was a nice plot twist in the Bridgerton series. There is one more book that I have on my Kindle that is just a collection of second epilogues. But in each of these books, they already have the second epilogue. So epilogue is what happens at the end of the story if the author wants to skip ahead sometime and tell you how things worked out. It's usually that happily ever after kind of moment. Or if there's going to be another book, it's that hook for the next book. And this one, she wrote epilogues, but then after they were released, some time after they were released, she decided to write second epilogues, which fast forwards you a lot. This one was a real doozy. Sometimes you get to see other siblings in the epilogues, which is a lot of fun because as a family, I enjoyed them. We have all the Bridgerton books in the library. It's going to be very hard to get into the library starting very soon. But if you want one of these books, we're open before school. We might be open in the afternoon. Some is really just sent out a schedule. So if you want some, let us know. You can always email us. We can arrange to get them sent to your classroom so that you have something to read during this long, long testing season. Thanks, guys.